Hey guys, it is Scott the Steehnroller Steehn with winnersandwhiners.com coming to you with another free play of the day. We're going to take a look at the NFL game tonight, see if we got a little something cooked up in the Detroit-Dallas game. But before we do, you know the drill. Take a minute, smash that like button, give us a thumbs up, drop me a comment. I'd like to know what you're playing today. And, let me know what you think of the return. It's been about a week now. Hadn't been our best week as far as the video picks go, but you know what? We're going to get rolling. It's just a matter of time. Hitting in all my other formats, just not on the free play. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. And of course, if you're looking for a very best plays from me or from any of our terrific handicappers, make sure you go to winnersandwhiners.com, hit that experts tab, and you can actually see who's been rolling lately, see who's been hot, see who has not, and make your decisions accordingly. All right. So before we get rolling, let's talk about that play yesterday. We did have the Iowa State Cyclones over 34.5 as our best play of the day. Holy shit. That game did not go like I thought it was. I knew the Memphis offense was good. I didn't think they'd be able to have their way with the Iowa State defense like they did. So we got over the total here. Lucky enough to play that total. That got up and over. But the Iowa State offense, that was the weirdest thing. They got down 19-0. Memphis, by the way, again, terrible defense. I cannot stress how bad that defense is, how out of character yesterday's performance was. But so Iowa State goes down 19-0. Memphis starts dropping 8, just putting 3, rushing 3, and a couple of weird things happened. Number one, they still couldn't stop the pass. Rocco Beck threw for 440 yards or some shit. And they're all everything running back who just absolutely gashed K-State for like 270. Did nothing. 12 carries, 8 yards. And it was amazing. It seemed like they ran him a lot more than that. I was stunned when I looked up the box score because they could absolutely just do nothing on the ground. Even though Memphis was daring them to run the football, they still couldn't do it. And, Memphis had a couple of short trips inside the red zone where they scored 3 instead of 4, but that wasn't the difference. They just when they needed to get the ball back, they needed to step up one drive there at the end of the game. Couldn't do it. Let Memphis go down the field in about 6 minutes and just absolutely ice the game away. So, you know what? It happens. I did not see that defensive performance coming from Memphis. Hats off to the Tigers. They played really well. They look like the 85 Bears out there. Except for the horrific pass defense. But on we go, guys. Taking a look at the Lions and Cowboys Saturday night special. I always like those Saturday night games, like in the Northeast, Buffalo or New England, whatever, where it's just fucking snowing. And the Raiders, the Tuck Rule, that was a Saturday night game. A lot of people don't remember that. I love the snowy Saturday night games. You put another log on the fire in your house, and you're like, man, I'm glad I'm not out there. Anyway. That ain't going to happen. We're going to Dallas, and it's going to be Lions and Cowboys. Cowboys favorites in this one. I'll tell you what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at the team total because we did so well yesterday. I'm looking at the team total of the Cowboys here, 29.5. Both these teams still have a little something to play for here. Dallas is still looking to shot at the division. Philly's got to lose one of their last 2. Dallas sweeps, and I think based on like the 6th tiebreaker conference record, they would win. I think they're going 9-3, and Philly would be 8-4 in conference games. And Detroit, although unlikely, is still looking at the possibility of picking up that number 1 seed. If they beat the Cowboys and the Niners lose out and Detroit wins out, they would be the number 1 seed in the NFC. So both of these teams are relatively healthy. Both of them are missing 1 defensive starter each. But for this time of year, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic injury report. All the quarterbacks are going to play. No second-string quarterbacks in this game. So that's what you got to watch. Here's the deal. I am not convinced this Lions defense is good. They played well early in the season, and then they just absolutely fell off the cliff. They went through a 5-game stretch where they gave up 29.8 points per game, and a couple of those were to the Bears. Okay, so now they played well lately. They gave up 41 total in the last 2 weeks to the Vikings and Broncos. Does that convince me you've got a great defense because you're able to do well against the Vikings and Broncos? It does not. The jury, for me, is still out on this team. The Cowboys, you know it. You talk about the home and road splits with this team as far as scoring goes, and it has been phenomenal. I don't know. I haven't seen, maybe somebody's seen an article on this. I've never seen in my life a bigger split between home scoring and road scoring. Cowboys lead the NFL in scoring at home, 39.9 points per game. On the road, I think they're about like 24th, 25th, 21.5 points per game. That is if you're scoring at home, and I hope you are, that is an 18.4 points per game difference. 18-point difference between home and road scoring. That just doesn't even seem believable to me. They've topped 30 points just twice in their 8 road games. How many times have they done it at home in 7 games? 7 times. They have hit 30 or better in all 7 games. Now, I'm no rocket scientist, but I'm pretty sure that's what they call a trend, all right? Lions defense, are they going to be the first ones to hold the Cowboys to less than 30 points at home? I don't believe they are. I like this play quite a bit. Give me the Dallas Cowboys team total over 29.5. It's the magic number. And at the end of that, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, you guys have a great weekend and have a great and safe New Year's Eve. Although, we'll talk before that. I'll be back tomorrow talking a little more NFL. But in the meantime, go out there and crush some games today, make some money. We'll be back tomorrow to talk all about it.